One last stat check, bro. One last stat check. Double check one more thing, bro. Damn, 16-42 Browns. Jesus. 30 for 18. Trubisky 62 carries. Just about 4 game. 4 game. Really much of a passer. Bowser is a beast. Brooks is there. Solid guy. My tackle should be able to hold up. So should my guards. Hooker and Hilton. This is what you do. You want to know who's who in the zoo. Dark blue, left arm. White sleeve. You want to look, throw away from the white sleeve. Safety. And obviously this guy has no sleeves. He's superstar, universal coverage. So, that's one little easy way to scout, brothers. We can get hop into this game. This invite, boy. Let's get it. You gonna say, what did I trade for Harrison Smith? That's your damn business, man. Get up out of here, bro. Oh, is it snow again? Come on, bro. Damn, son.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos.
Definitely at least 6-7 off our
wings. Mile High Air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Jackson, and his first look is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You don't want to run to his side.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And
no
no return
with
possible here as they
there.
angle this one out of bounds.
Check 180. Check 53 is mine. You must be dreaming.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And some room to work. The 30. Past the 20. And so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. Give him 69 yards on the ground.
Game, bro. Every damn playoff game. Now flip.
It's first and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout.
18.
They'll try to run with Lindsay.
Touchdown! What is that?
Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out. And now they have that opportunity. No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On the move to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Should have put him on the opposite side. I'm an idiot, bro.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They give it to Hill running right. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Seconds.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now he's forced out left.
Come on, bro.
Throw fires right side.
Too good to not hold on for that.
It's going to be incomplete. The coverage
too
good
to not hold on for
there.
that, bro.
The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Softly chop, baby. Big chest. Oh, damn, Madden.
But The crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Slam. Recon, 132 fighter. Alert, alert.
Trubisky will throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. Check 13. Check 13. Red, up.
Why though?
18. Let's get off the field, D.
Why though, bro? Like,
throwing here, Trubisky.
that shit corny, fam. Like, that's corny, bro. Like, why would he move?
As they work it
Why would he move?
7. That's good for 20
Fucking DB literally
yards.
just walks away from a receiver. Like,
can
come
certainly
on,
move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Blue. Hey, zoom.
Now it's Trubisky.
How is nobody there?
Bronco touchdown.
Oh,
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Excuse me.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side,
give me that penalty too, boy.
Can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
K-Chubb. See you out there making plays, man.
Officially nothing on that last run. Right. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I want to make this guy roll. Some phony shit. Linebacker gonna come. Nope.
From the gun, a run for Hill. And that one blown up as he's going to be stopped before he even gets started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here.
How? The center guard not block that. 1 man. Wow, bro. Insane. Strong solo. Punch pivot. Now he wants to play cover 3.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Come on, 81.
Picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line.
Fucking hit him.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
95-man coverage.
The play calling, they're locked in really well.
95-man coverage.
Of 16 and a Bronco first down.
What year are y'all in right now?
In the year 3, bro.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Five. Push him back. Push him back. Whip. Watch the ball.
No max protect here.
22, he's coming. Watch the slant. Hey, alert.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky.
That better not be rocking the passer, bro. I swear for Lord.
So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Doctor safe, man.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. He wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
Wasn't no heater, that was math, bro. He blocked 6, I said 7.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
This is caught inside the 15.
Keep playing, coming through, bro.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 65 yards. As they're on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Get him out of this cover too, bro. It's a wrap.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Wow, 2-5. Let's go.
Now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Red, hey, Alpha. He's checking. Crash. 53's the mark.
Here's Trubisky to throw.
Oh, my God.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller.
He
gets in there to drop it.
16.
Man, he got in there so quickly,
What's
Charles.
it going
What
to
could
be?
the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you hope is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now it's Trubisky. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
Go down. Let's go, boy.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will
Quick
also
side
lead
note,
to
if you
fourth
watch him,
down.
he
Here's
just blocked
Pat
7.
O'Donnell now, as
If
he'll
you
kick
can
it away
give
for the
him
second
to beat
time.
anybody to fucking
He'll
block
send
7
this one
people,
to the
man,
mile high
you're
area.
winning
It's a
on
good
defense,
one.
man.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Drop my whole fucking headset. Damn. All right. Get this spread shit popping.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He said, boo. What up, Sexton? Nice of you to come through the stream, brother.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
We're running away from him.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
This one is real, brother. We got a little base along here. He's in the slot.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
We had to take
he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that. But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs to make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a stretch always out of the or the T angle. The other day I threw a TD, and they called it a TD, but I didn't get any points from it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it now.
Oh, there's Vaughn, boy. Let's go.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, that shit happens, bro.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's
Good
definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play
here.
and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I want to come out and show him press, though. Where's my palms press? Shit's not here. Fuck, that was a nickel. I'm tripping.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
Oh, boy.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
I have no idea what
They
you're
get
talking
only
about,
4 that time as that
ain't
leads
no much
us to
stream, bro.
4th
It's a
down.
CFM,
Here's
bro.
Pat O'Donnell now, standing about a yard deep
Let
in
the
his own
franchise,
end zone.
baby.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And where will this be spotted?
All right.
The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
And a lot of coverage, too. It's the... What is this? You actually want... Toe bridge right here. We'll try to bust this cover, too, man. If you're going to keep showing it, we got to bust it, bro.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked for someone else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Come on.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Hey, 20, Mike, 20. Watch QB draw.
On 2nd down, Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
I'm here all day. Check 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Yee, come on, tough. Good job, boy. My man.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players.
Soft
We're
zones
finding
in general
athletes
and a lot of
all
man
along,
blitz on
and
third.
now they're just
Emoji
specialists putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
53, check. Alert. Screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He completes this to Sutton, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, my 7. Here I come.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Tough, man.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Can't get my point.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the feet. He's got him in. Complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down,
in the zone for the rest of the game, I guarantee it, brother.
Taking the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yes, he starts pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Was that strong line? It's not there. I'm not going to let you just sit here.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Yeah, we'll pick 6 this motherfucker, bro.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That one into the hands of Hamilton. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Give him the look that he wants to go for the fake here. Put Vaughn in there.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. So we are halfway home figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl.
Game and a half. Let's go,
studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports.
He's going to have the fucking field goal power in his
who takes home the Lamar Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Trubisky to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Trubisky. Throwing the out. That's Sutton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On first down, it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yeah. Can't hear you. All right. Nobody got a key?
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their... So 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Ran. Check. Go.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky being chased out left. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
53, Mike 53.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He's got a man. It's
Come
that's
on, bro.
complete.
He's
And
dotting
he's
him
going
up
to be
and
taken down
man.
with the first down at the Ravens
95 man,
19.
bro.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here we go, D. Alert, alert, alert.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
Come on, bro. He's giving me the ball now.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Hey, 18. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check.
Now Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
I'm coming. Watch twist. Watch out. Alert. 53, Mike. Hey, ball.
They'll run here with Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Hey, ball.
Trubisky will throw. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Mike 53, get in the weight room.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. Boy, no
That's
chance
Monday,
as he
boy.
was met and dropped behind the line
That's
there.
Monday, buddy.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Same play hooligan. That's who we are, man.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Boom, boom. Here we go.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Go, 51, 51. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On the ready. 51 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, let's flare. Flare. Let's go. Come on. Go. Motion.
From the 40 now on second down. Jackson. Double team and it's intercepted.
Are you fucking kidding me, son?
And they have the football and
What
a
is
sack
that?
shot at the 33-yard line.
Oh my God, bro.
Back now to Denver.
Oh my
Very hotly
fucking God,
contested game to
bro.
this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we
Oh
get set for
wow,
the fourth
son.
quarter.
Wow, bro.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Wow,
Because you're
son.
exactly right. They're nudging
That
plays
pick-
that they didn't punch
That
it in
pick
for
in that
6 points.
situation, bro.
You also have
Like,
to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 40 now on second down.
thank you.
Trubisky.
Thank you.
And his guys
Fucking
will
ball
take
back, nigga.
over at their own 44-yard line.
Fluke ass pick they
Well, I
can't
get
even
what he
throw,
was
man.
trying to do. He was moving to
outta
his
here,
right
man.
and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right
Let me
and
get
threw
that
right
use up,
into it
baby.
for an interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate.
Shit,
Of course,
bro.
they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2,
Wow,
right?
Slay.
Because once they threw the interception and finished off the
Gets
drive,
hurt.
that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Wowzers. Literally run a play to keep him in his zone. Gets hurt.
Set, ready. Touchdown.
Play action. Now Jackson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC championship. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an
wow, he
effective way to
completed that
sneak
block
him across the
instantly.
formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Oh, man.
Ready. 18 data. 50. 81. You got nothing. Check. Off.
Throwing on second and 8. Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Jackson on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
I don't want it.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill.
So baby boy.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Check.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Need to double him.
Check 24.
Get in there, 3-3.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check 26. It's free. Set up.
Now it's Jackson.
Got him, coach. Let's go, boy.
Zone touchdown, Ravens.
Hey, let's get it.
A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Get it, man.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
1 stop. That's it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25,
stop, boys.
at the 26-yard line.
1 stop, man.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Blue Dan, blue Dan. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end fake. Even 9 there on the
Come
first
on, I need that, bro.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Trubisky. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him over 100 receiving yards now in this AFC title game. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun is Trubisky.
No fucking way.
This will be caught. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Let's go. I need that pick, though, baby. Go on, man. That's a pick right there, buddy.
As it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because the coverage is way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. That's complete to Hamilton. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Live and die by, boys. There.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Rush in. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
I actually stayed for the bubble.
I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got his man. This is Jackson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
What in the fuck is that, bro? What is that, bro? Oh my God, man. My guys are not even lined up properly, son. Like, bro, like, please get me out of the shot. I have a fucking receiver. Oh my God, bro. I have a fucking receiver. Oh my God, man.
Back to throw. And an alley to run.
Oh my God, son.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 20.
I got a receiver at fucking left guard, bro. Like Madden, please stop trying to fuck me.
Lol.
Jesus Christ, bro. I literally almost lost the fucking playoff game on the strip of that, man. Wait outside.
Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Right there, boy.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike comes, it's this guy.
He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been a ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, he gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to go first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I'll tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Let that ball come out, please. Jesus Christ.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Alert, 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 alert. Ran, come. Like 22 is coming, 22 is coming. Mike.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, let's get this.
Trubisky to throw.
Are you serious,
On
man?
the right side.
Are you serious,
And
bro?
he's corralled, but not before
Oh,
getting
my
it
God.
inside the 35. And now we'll get a timeout
Son,
here.
and I have no
They're able
time
to
to
stop
fucking
it
ice
with
this kicker.
1 second to go in this game.
Bro. That's wild.
So this thing rests on the shoulders
That's
of
wild,
Brandon
man.
McManus. This for a trip to the Super Bowl.
30 years, 3 years in a row. For the win. Wow, son. On the pipe.
And the kick is good.
On the fucking pipe.
He got
Jesus
it.
Christ,
And with
bro.
that, they are off to the Super Bowl. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you
Oh,
know,
that
the
pass
winning
up
side,
the
they're
seam,
so
fam.
ecstatic. They're going to the
GG
Super Bowl.
spies, bro.
But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Son. Oh, my Lord. These wide receivers killing me, bro. How many catches did Humphrey give up in man coverage, bro? Like, legit. How many? These are not great receivers. These are not X factors, bro. These are regular receivers. This Mike Hilton interception? Huh. That's funny, these comments, bro. These comments are hilarious. Let's see. I played a Saber game, bro. Like, what is that animation? This is the play that won the game. You're a man, bro. You're playing a man. Why are you watching the ball, Tutu? Please tell me, bro. Why? Why are you watching the ball, son? That's it right there, bro. That play, if that's a fucking swat, son, that's wild. That's a swat, bro. Mind you, this was an interception. But because I was fucking switching players, I got caught on the fucking D-line. 5-yard penalty. Tough break, bro. The penalty was on Von Miller, too, by the way. Wow. Look at this. This is a slant, right? Yeah. Boom, slant. 94 man coverage, bro. 94 man coverage, Humphrey. Coached on slants. 90 press as well. That's complete. His drags underneath all games. Good job. Into the second half. Yeah, in the second quarter, this is all this formation. Formation all the way down the field. Started picking up on that shit. The loader. Right there. There, bro. Damn running back. Jeremy needs to pick that off. Oh, both my touchdowns don't have no replay. That's trash. That's Gabino. Oh, look, here's another field goal situation. This is put me on a wheel route, I believe. Yep. Put me on a wheel route. Yes, 45. As Vaughn wins instantly on that left tackle or the fullback. Running back gets the block on him or has to help block on him. That's break right there, man. End of the half, bro. 3 seconds left, he gets the field goal. 1 second left, he gets the field goal. Son, that shit killed me, bro.